is glowing coat.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Yay. Okay, okay, okay. Thanks for being here, ladies. So let's go ahead. I hope you can see me okay. But let's start with our mats. Maybe you have a sticky mat or shoes, just a non-slippery surface. Yeah, and let's start just by getting nice and tall. So you can do your feet hips width apart, or you can do them together. But go ahead and just spread all your toes wide. Um, our toes are actually connected to our nervous system. So see if you can build those neural pathways to communicate to your toes to spread every single toe wide. And don't worry if all of your toes don't spread wide, you can work on it. It will happen eventually. And then just micro bend your knees and then allow the backs of the thighs to open. So we're going to rotate from the outside edge of your hip toward your inner groin towards the back of the thigh to the outer edge of the hip, and keep this entwining process happening. So there's a natural, the sit bones are spreading wide. And then ground down into your feet, reach through the mounds of your big toes, spread those toes. And as you reach down, you can slowly straighten your legs and engage those kneecaps upwards towards the ceiling. Yeah, so the actual kneecaps and skin is lifting upwards. And then again, open the backs of the thighs. And now make space in your low back. Go ahead and draw your tailbone straight down to the earth, towards the floor. More space, more space, more space in the low back. Good. Keep those glutes reaching towards your heels. And now draw the front of the thigh to the back of the room. Yeah, and go really strong with that action. Front of the thigh reaching to the wall behind you. Reaching, 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 reaching. And you're engaging the muscle to the bone. Good. And now just feel that strength, that sturdiness. And again, keep making space in your lower back by drawing your glutes to your heels. And now start to lift the whole front of the body. So armpit chest is lifting up towards the ceiling. Heart is lifting upwards and forwards. And then go ahead and let any stress roll off your back. Melt off your shoulders. Roll your shoulders down your back. Heart lifting, front body lifting, and then back body descending. Good. Heart lifting upwards and forwards. Roll those shoulders down and back towards your glutes, glutes towards your heels. Good. So now we're starting to get that strong, aligned spine. And so you can get that equal pressure in your right foot, your left foot. Make that neck nice and long. Release the back of the neck. Feel it growing, lengthening, strengthening, releasing tension. Heart lifting, heart lifting, heart lifting. And then inhale, take those arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. And engage your belly button to your spine. Front of your thighs to the back of the room. Good. And through this length, you're just getting taller, 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 making more space in the side waists, more space in the low back, more space in the back of the neck. Reach out the top center of your head up towards the ceiling. And again, inhale tall, reach those fingertips. All 10 fingers are extending, expanding, lengthening, growing. Imagine that your fingers are like sunflowers growing, reaching up towards the sun, up towards the sky, getting longer, getting taller. And then those front ribs are reaching to the back of the room, back behind you. Inhale. Good. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release those arms towards your sides. Good. But keep that length, keep that heart open. Yeah. Feeling a couple inches taller, more centered. Keep lifting that heart. And then exhale, take your right foot forward. And then the left glute is drawing into the left heel. Again, making space in the lower back. Keep going with that action. Left glute into the left heel, into the floor. And then your heart is still opening, receiving. Yeah. Imagine that you have like a little back bend in your heart, upper back. It's lifting upwards. Shoulders rolling down and back. Yeah, I know it takes a lot of work. Shoulders are reaching, chasing down towards your glutes. Glutes are chasing down towards the floor. And then your whole front body is lifting, opening, expanding. Yes, making space. Ground through the mounds of your big toes. Good. Inhale those arms up again. Inhale. Oh yeah, find that new length. Make space for the organs. Make space for every part of your body to breathe, to align. And when we make that space, circulation, blood flow comes, nourishment comes, oxygen comes. Exhale, reach forward, bending at the waist. Yep, so you're bending at a 90-degree angle. Good. And we're still reaching those arms, trying to get them up behind our ears. Ground into your feet, equal pressure into your feet. Sit bones release. Reach your sit bones towards the wall behind you. And reach your sit bones up towards the ceiling. Smooth, rhythmic breathing, soften the breath, and extend through those fingertips. Extend through all 10, widen the hands. Exhale, hands to your pelvis. Whew, good work. And then see if you can make your pelvis parallel to the floor. So pretend that there's a level on your lower back, on your sacrum. See if you can get the pelvis level, like a carpenter's level. And then the heart is still lifting. We're strengthening the spine. Reach upwards and forwards with your heart. And roll the shoulders down your back. Shoulders reaching towards your elbows. Elbows reaching towards the wall behind you. I know it's a lot of work. Smooth breathing. Inhale, come on up. Oh yeah. Feet together. Again, micro bend those knees. Draw your glutes towards your heels. Make space in your lower back. That's going to engage your core. Heart is lifting, shoulders rolling down the back, elbows reaching back behind you. Exhale, take that left foot forward. Find your balance, find your center. See if you can square your belly button with the center of the room. And again, engage your legs. So imagine that your legs are growing long. There's space in your joints. Reach those legs longer. And again, imagine that you're bringing the muscle to the bone, engaging the legs, toning the legs. Good. Heart is open, chest is lifted. Glutes are reaching towards the floor. Inhale those arms up. Make that nice space in your organs, bringing that circulation, that tone. We actually can strengthen and tone our organs and gently detox them. Inhale, inhale, get taller, longer. And exhale, equal pressure in your feet. Draw those arms forward. Yep, bending at a 90-degree angle, bending at the pelvis. Yep, and keep bending forward, but keeping the heart open. Oh, smooth breathing. Yep, beautiful. Breathing through the nose. And again, there's a gentle release of the sit bones. So the backs of your thighs are opening wide. The sit bones are releasing wide. Smooth breathing, reaching those arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, the arms to your waist. Hallelujah. And again, open the backs of those thighs. Pretend like there's a carpenter's level on your lower back, on your pelvis. See if you can get that pelvis level. And you can feel the two pelvic bones. They're like crescent moons. See it on the front of the body. See if you can get those level with the floor. Good, and find your firm, strong foundation, pressing through the floor with your feet. Good, opening the backs of the legs. And that heart is lifting. You might feel some burning sensation. That's good. Aching is fine. Open that heart, roll the shoulders. Roll the armpit chest to the shoulders towards the elbows. Good. Keep lifting. Inhale. This is a lot of toning on the spine and behind the heart. Keep going. Keep breathing. It's really deep, good work you're doing. Smooth breathing. And exhale. Come on up. Feet together or near each other. Bending those knees. Again, open the backs of the thighs. Allow the sit bones to spread wide. Keep those knees bent. And see if you can, again, focus on your toes. Spread all 10 toes wide. And you will find new muscles that activate and tone your feet, your legs, and it will access all the way up to your neck. So really work on finding those 10 toes and spreading them wide. Good. Again, sit bones are spreading wide. We have a micro bend in our knees. Good. And then exhale, straighten the legs. Lift the front of the body. Kneecaps are lifting, chasing towards the ceiling. Armpit chest is chasing up towards the top of your shoulders. Top shoulders are chasing down your back. Glute muscles are chasing down your legs to your heels. Yes. Inhale. A little bit taller in your spine. Make a little bit more space. Reach out the top center of your head. And exhale, soften. Good. This next one, we're going to take our legs wide. And you can either have a chair in front of you or we're going to reach our hands to the floor. Whatever is most supportive. You can use blocks, you can use a bolster. So let's see where we're all at and then we can customize. But we want to take, this will be kind of the final pose. And again, if you need, you can always put your hands on a chair. So we're going to spread our feet wide. And it is wider than what we're comfortable with, than what we're used to. Obviously, listen to your body, go at your own pace. But do stretch yourself a little tiny bit beyond your comfort zone in that width. And then kick your heels wide and your toes towards each other, kind of like a pizza pie. Good, 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 good. And again, we're opening the backs of the thighs. Open, 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 open. Keep opening, yep. And I notice that as you start to open the backs of your thighs, the hips actually start to tone. Yep, and you start to find those muscles. So let's just keep going with that action for now. Open the backs of the thighs. And then the outer edges of your hips are rolling, rotating towards your inner groins. Inner groins are rolling, rotating towards the back of the thigh. Back of the thigh toward the outer hips. So raise your hand if you're starting to feel that toning in your hips, in the glutes, and in the hips. Yep. Okay, awesome. And now go ahead and press your weight into the outside edges of your feet. Yep. And that's going to work into open up the hips in new ways. Keep finding that pressure on the outside edges of your feet. And then lift your inner arches of your feet up towards the ceiling. Inner arches lifting, outer edges of your feet pressing. Good. So now we're working into the feet, the legs, the pelvis, the hips, the back in a new way just from those points. And allow your chin to align with your center heart. And allow yourself to find something on the floor that's not moving, but just find something to focus on. Focus your gaze, lifting that heart. Good. And keep finding more space in your side waists. Lengthening, growing, getting taller, longer, elongating. Beautiful. Again, come back to the outer edges of your feet. Those are pressing towards the floor. Inner arches lifting. Backs of the thighs opening. And go ahead and imagine that your tailbone has a 50-pound weight and it's drawing straight down towards the floor. And that will help you find your center from front to back, left to right, right to left. So keep drawing that tailbone straight down as if it was lengthening. Good. And here the body's starting to work through any micro imbalances in the musculature. So again, come back to your feet, your foundation, outside edges of your feet pressing, inner arches lifting, tailbone descending. And then again, find that length, that lift in your side waist, in your front body, in your back body. And imagine that your two collarbones are spreading wide to the outside edges of the room. Good, beautiful. Okay, front of your thigh is reaching to the back of the room. And smooth, soft breathing. The longer you stay in this, the deeper it will start to go. The more the body will start to unwind, the more the nervous system will start to let go. And it's when you really sit with these poses, especially past the point when you're ready to come out, that's when the breakthrough starts, is when you're ready to come out. That's when the patterns start to drop. That's when things start to shift. Good. And again, we're making space in the knee joints. Imagine that the inner edges of your knees are reaching towards the outside edges of the room. Mhm. Feel the toning happening in your hips. Okay, that was deep. Now we're gonna micro gently bend the knees. Gently, gently bend. And then if you can reach the floor, we're gonna work our way palms to the floor or to a chair. Or if you can't reach, you can always grab your knees or your ankles. But if your hands are pressing in the floor, imagine that you're reaching through the floor. Equal pressure in your hands. Right hand's reaching through the floor, left hand's reaching through the floor. And again, open the backs of your thighs. Engage the front of your thighs to the back of the room. Making more space in the spine. Again, ground the outside edges of your feet to the floor. See if you can lift the kneecaps towards your hips, towards your pelvis. Good. And then the sit bones are spreading wide, reaching back behind you. And now imagine the southern tips of your scapulas are reaching through down to your hands. And that one really starts to work out the neck and shoulders. So again, southern tips of your scapulas are reaching towards your palms. Sit bones lifting up behind you, towards the wall behind you and up towards the ceiling. And then micro bend those knees again. Exhale, take your hands on your pelvis. Good. Straighten the legs, coming up. And you just did really deep dissection work. So slowly, slowly walk your feet together. Good, beautiful. Moving slow, moving symmetrical. Yep. Great. Okay, now we got to get our twists in for the spine, for the brain. So you can be up on a pillow if you have it, up on a bolster. Sitting up. Good. Perfect. Use a little bench. Anything where you have enough height. And first we're going to get into the pelvis. So take your feet wide, but your toes are still pointing straight ahead, like your feet pretend that they're on railroad tracks. And then your butt is resting on your pillow. And then we're going to take our arms and try and reach down, getting those armpits deeper. Yep. Yes. Yeah, beautiful. So the knees are on the outside. Beautiful. Good. Working wherever you're at. Sometimes we have to do this from a chair, and that's perfect. But again, see if you can get your feet pointing straight forward as much as possible. And yeah, beautiful, perfect. Yay. And now we're getting into those hips. Maybe your hips are talking to you. Maybe you're feeling the left one or the right one or both of them. But just allow the chair or the couch or the pillow to really hold the weight, hold us up. And then slowly the body's going to unwind to the hips and knees. And take a nice deep breath. Inhale to the top of your head. Exhale to the bottom of your belly, bottom of your pelvis. Again, inhale to the top of your head. Exhale to the bottom of your pelvis, pelvic floor. And just allow yourself to sink in a little bit deeper. Make sure that there's equal pressure on your right foot and your left foot. And see if you can lengthen the back of your neck nice and long. Lift, extend out the top center of your head. And the palms are together if you can. Equal pressure in your palms. Smooth breathing. There's both tension and release in this pose. It's like strength and surrender, right? It's a balance. Exhale, come up. Good. Staying in the same position. We're going to reach the arms up overhead. Nice length. And go ahead and feel that breath through your entire spine. Lengthen the spine, reach, extend tall, long. Anywhere that might be sleeping in the spine, anywhere that you're not used to feeling, not used to activating, go ahead and bring energy there. Lengthen, extend, strengthen there. And then when you feel like you can't get any taller, we're going to exhale and we're going to twist that left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Yes. Yep. And we're twisting from the base of the spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, get taller. My right hand is pushing into the cushion to help me get a little bit more twist. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. And your belly button, your navel, it's twisting all the way around towards the right. And the head is the very last to turn. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. And again, just go slightly past your comfort zone. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. One more. And come on out. Good work. Inhale those arms up. And imagine that your sit bones are reaching towards the floor. So fingertips reaching towards the ceiling. Sit bones reaching towards the floor. Find that length, find that spaciousness. Awaken every part of the body, every part of the spine. Awakening that joy throughout the body. Release the back of the neck nice and long. Navel towards your spine. And when you feel like you can't get any taller, exhale and twist towards the left. That right elbow goes on the outside of that left knee. And then inhale, get taller. And exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, get taller. And exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, get taller. And exhale, twist deeper. Twist that belly button all the way around to the left. Head turns very last. And one more. Good. Releasing, coming on out. Good, good work. Now we're gonna come into child's pose. So we're just gonna work our way, knees wide. And you can always come on a chair as well. Yeah. You can always adjust. Either you're sitting on a blanket if you need, or a bolster. Those knees are wide, and then we're coming forward. Again, you can always rest your head on a chair, on the couch. You can basically bring the floor up to you, or if you're able, you can go all the way down, forehead on the floor. And this is incredibly balancing for the brain. So just stay in the pose, forehead on the floor or on a chair. And just feel the pressure on the right side of the forehead, the pressure on the left side of the forehead. Yeah, we're still in the pose. And just see, is it balanced? Is it equal? And then see if you can align your center chin with your center heart, the center of your nose, with the center of your forehead, with the center of your pelvis. And the two big toes are extending, reaching back behind you. And go ahead and walk your fingertips away from you so your arms are getting longer. And as you walk your palms away from your head, away from your face, towards the center of the room, press your palms into the floor. Release your armpits towards the floor. The elbows can lift up towards the ceiling. Palms pressing, armpits releasing towards the floor. And again, you're just finding your center. Center of the forehead, center of the nose, center of the chin, center of the heart, center of the belly, center of the pelvis, your two big toes, and extending out the center top of your head, lengthening. And then slowly walk your way back up. Good. Oh yeah, making your way out. You can always stay with your knees this way or make your way back to seated any way that you're comfortable. It can be on a bolster, it can be on a chair, it can be on a couch. And then the bottom of your feet can come together. Yep, raising that pelvis up. And again, move that tissue, the skin, the muscle out of the way so we can find our two sit bones. And then equal pressure with the center of your feet. So feet are pressing towards each other. And again, see if you can get those feet in your center line. So align with your center pelvis, center belly button, center heart, center chin. And release those groins towards the floor, towards the earth. Good. Those heels are coming closer towards you. And keep that pressure nice and firm, feet coming together. Hey, buddy. And go ahead and release from your center groin to your inner knee. Release from your inner knee to your outer knee towards your hips. And see if you can get those hips moving deeper in towards the center of the body, deeper into the hip socket. And then we tone the muscle around the hips. Good. And the spine is engaged. The heart is open. The feet are pressing. And go ahead and bring those palms together. Elbows weighted. And just think of someone, something that you're grateful for. And go ahead and soften your brow. Soften the center of your forehead. Soften your throat. Those feet are still pressing, those hips are still toning, but the face is softening, the throat is softening, the heart is lifting. And yet you are toning. You're toning in those hips and those glutes. And then palms can be facing up. Good. And then you're going to use your hands to draw your knees together. So keep your legs relaxed or use your hands to do the work. Yeah. Hugging in. And now bring those feet towards center line. And again, try and align the center of the feet with the center pelvis, with the center heart. And just see if you can get on those two sit bones on the front edges of your sit bones. And see if you can draw that spine nice and strong, nice and long. Lifting the heart. Lifting the armpit chest up towards the shoulders. And then rolling the shoulders down the back towards the floor. And heart lifting upwards and forwards. Shoulders releasing downwards. And again, find those two sit bones and imagine that you're reaching the sit bones through your cushion. Reaching, 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 reaching. Lengthening. There's more space in the spine. There's more potential in that spine. Equal pressure on the sit bones. And then exhale, come on out, soften, let go, surrender. Yay, thank you ladies for practice today. Appreciate you all. How are we feeling? Let's do some check-ins,
Oh,
takeaways.
my hips needed that tonight.
Good.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
It was a hard
Having not
class.
worked out all week, it felt good, to use them. Yeah.
Good. Yes, I bet.
Stuart, goodness, he's cute. He just walked by, Stuart.
Oh, Stuart, yeah.
I got my full fix today. I got Layla and I got Stuart. I'm good. I'm good now.
Where's your Layla, Drea?
Yeah. My
Can they
Layla.
see you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can see you. Say hi.
Stuart.
Stuart.
Say hi.
Oh,
Oh.
Hey. Adorable.
He knows we're going for another walk tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
nice.
Yeah. Well, it's been so hot. Because the lady that I walk with, her golden rule is we don't walk until it's below 85. Most nights it's been like 7:30. And but tonight I said, no, I have yoga at 7, so we'll have to walk at 8. So yeah.
Okay.
And that brings me to, I think, 124 miles this month for my American Cancer Society challenge. The challenge was for 100, but I challenged myself to 150. So
Right.
yeah,
That's excellent. Congratulations.
yeah,
Awesome. Well, you sure motivated me to walk. I walked 4.5 miles today.
very good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure did.
yeah.
Mhm.
And Candida did almost 4, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good. But this was hard. This was a hard class, and maybe it's because I wasn't here last week. I don't know, but
Mm.
oh my gosh. And even the child's pose. I guess I'm just
You didn't feel like a child?
no. I'm like I used to be limber.
Yeah.
That
I
was
felt
difficult. That's
Yana,
difficult.
Karen, I
But
felt challenging.
yeah.
Mm.
That
Was
felt
challenging for you too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what? You just know that your body needed it. Like it makes you more self-aware because like if we didn't do this, then we wouldn't realize those places needed to be stretched. Like it's
Mhm.
especially my for some reason my right thigh up the top. I have to see what muscle that is that there's just I don't know, like I even through the week when I was exercising, I felt there's like a tightness there, but I felt really good. I feel really good now. And I know yesterday I unfortunately had to go to a funeral yesterday, but what
Oh,
I've
sorry.
noticed, yeah, I went for my daughter's mother-in-law.
Oh yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's why I didn't exercise yesterday. But you know what though? Like I'm able to strut around in heels, which I haven't been able to do forever. And I kept on thinking about this. I know it's because
That's a blessing.
yeah,
Yeah, this is blessed in so many different ways, and I'm particularly thankful and grateful for the awareness of my intentionality to walk up straight
Mhm.
like I am a queen,
Yes,
just walk
yes.
straight.
You are.
I mean, it's like it's innate now. It's just there, and then I just do it.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. Oh, I
Great.
love that.
Awesome.
And in doing that, I am activating my muscles. Just
Mm.
Yes.
Makes
Yes.
you
it's a
strong.
win-win. Yeah,
It is. It
very,
is.
very. I feel very strong. I really do. Mentally, physically,
Yes. Hit that
and
embrace
emotionally.
button.
Huh? What's that?
Embrace button.
Grace.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yes,
thank
yes.
you so much,
Thank
Coach Rita, because you remind us about, about it being like the nervous system and then being in check, like in a holistic view of it, I get from you is that it's like mind over matter, right? Because it's all to get that balance. And so I realized that, before I was saying, well, I can't wear those shoes, like I can't do it. And now I'm like, no, I can do it and I can walk tall and I can do it, right? So it
Mm.
gives you that confidence, right? And the courage.
Yes.
You're getting the stability. I felt more like stable from the exercises, the balancing exercises we're doing. So I'm so grateful to you for that and to everyone here for
Oh
working
yeah.
How
And
good
as,
is
and as we focus on
Yeah.
different things, it's not, we wouldn't normally be thinking of our sit bones or even, our spine and lengthening it or whatever. I'm much more aware about my spine now, but, but yeah, I mean, it just makes you think about, the different parts of your body more. And, if I'm sitting, I'm making sure that I'm in a good posture.
Yeah.
Yes.
And saying, you
Yes,
know what, I
yes.
need to sit and make myself taller. Yeah.
That awareness, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And
Thank you. Thank
It
you.
all begins with awareness. Yeah.
it's
Amen.
contagious, right? Like you'll sit a little taller, stand a little taller, and then all of a sudden people will be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
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 okay."
I mean, yeah, there's one couple on my street and they walk twice a day. They walk in the morning and then they walk again at night. But she is so bent over. And every time I look at her, I say, no, see, I never want to look that way.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's gotta be really uncomfortable
Mhm.
on some level too.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. So yeah.
And it's sad that some people just think, oh, I'm getting older, so that's what's going to happen. And they
That's
just
right.
let it
Yeah.
happen. But
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
not true. It's not
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, you gotta fight for it. Because then once that happens, gravity takes you and you just kind of keep going. Unless you're like
Right.
actively working for it.
Yeah.
Amen.
You're like not moving backward, you're making progress.
Amen.
Yeah.
You're not moving backwards, you're making progress. Yes, yes, we should coin that phrase. Yes, I love that.
Love it.
Ready to go walking? Yeah, you are. I can tell.
Well, thanks everyone. It was a
Right.
wonderful.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
guys.
you, Rita. Coach
Love
Rita. Thank you,
you. Bye,
Karen.
Coach
Yeah.
Rita. Love you. My sweeter angel Sandy. My
See you, darling.
Bye.
Have good to see you.
Drea. And bye, Stuart.
Bye.
And bye, Layla.
He's
Yeah.
ready
Bye,
for me to
Kyle.
go open the door. I know. He's crazy.
Love you guys. Enjoy.
Love you. Have a good
rest
night.
of your weekend.
Have a good week, Rita.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hugs and kisses
Bye.
to Leila.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye.